Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. We are here with Alliance War Season 29, Number 2, where I'm actually taking the boss in this war. So, let's start the video, and REA has matched up against HEL, or Halcyon, and they actually got Masters last season, so they're not usually a Masters Alliance, but they did get it last season, and we got Platinum 1 last season. So we knew this was going to be a tougher war, and we were losing the war for almost the whole time, but we'll get more into that later. And since I'm always on path 2 to 2, sometimes when they don't place defenders on path 2, you just lose fights. So today I only have 7 fights, because 3 of the nodes that I usually take, in fact, I've scheduled all 3 of those nodes last war, and they just never place them on any of the... They never placed a defender there. So if they'd placed all their defenders on those nodes, I would have had 10 fights this war. But I do take 1, 2, 3 mini-bosses, plus I take the final boss. So it's really not that bad of a war. And I actually have the full Ghosts team today, so... we're going up to our first fight here on Path 2, Section 1, of course, and it is going to be the Hood. What I actually did is I'm going to take this fight without suicides on, because due to the power struggle node, I'm actually going to have to use my special 1, because if he doesn't, then I'm just going to get a bunch of Furies on him. So... we're using tech boosts. In hindsight, I probably shouldn't have used the 8% because I don't think it ever made a difference. But yeah, we're just using our light boosts here. So 10% green boost, the 8%, and then we're also going to use an attack boost and a small health boost. Actually, our last of those health boosts. And yeah, this is a pretty easy fight. I did use a 15% there, so I just need to farm some of the 6-hour events more. But this is a pretty straightforward fight. Your charges are going to push him to a special 1, and then you just throw your special 1. There's no reason to phase more than once, because you're never gaining power from phase. You only gain power from him gaining power. And if you were to use... if you were to use suicides in this fight, you would just take 5% of your health every single time. That makes absolutely 0 sense. There's no reason. Luckily, this person actually had 5 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion, because I had that Fury buff expire there, and that actually really helped me out, because it means that I required less hits to get to push him to his next special. Therefore, I would get my next special. And then right here, the third L1, and this fight went literally perfectly. I only parried 1 time, which was to get that 1 heavy attack off. And he drops. So now we are going to take a little break, and we are going to put on suicides. I believe that I sped this part up. And we're going to put on actually ghost suicides, which are very different from normal suicides. Well, like the attack tree, I mean. As far as the suicide actual part of it comes, there's no difference. But yeah, we're just... maxing out our crit masteries, and it's probably better to put it into greater strength than minor cruelty. Or is it just called cruelty? I actually have no idea. I think it's just called cruelty. And then we're gonna max our suicides there. We had the perfect number of mastery points, and then I'm actually going to be using 1 special 1 boost for this and my next fight, which is going to be Power Snack Doom. And we actually sent a magic to that fight, but he just... And I sent the guy a video. I said, this is how you do this fight. And I sent him a video of me getting the solo. I think I even used really low boosts in that video. But he unfortunately did die. I believe he just missed a parry, and he got comboed and killed. But yeah, this Hit Monkey is a really easy fight. You just got a double phase, and it's really clean. I don't think he's going to actually drop from my first special attack. I think he... Yeah. Yeah, and then I have to use an L3, but unfortunately I don't get my L3 off before recoil, so I do take 5% of my health. And this war is not going to be perfectly clean. I take hits in 2 of my fights, And then in the Doom fight, something also goes wrong, but you'll see that when it happens. So that fight went nice, and like I said, I have an SP1 boost active right now, so I'm just gonna clean up this fight. We only died to it once with magic, and I believe that same guy actually went and soloed Mangog on node 54 with magic. I also provided him a video of me doing that. So yeah, unfortunately, this Doom was at like 51%, which was so unlucky for me. Because he got his power gain, and then right here I'm like, yeah, my L1's just killing, so I don't really care, so I just throw it, and the second hit kills him. He has a 30%, I think, it's chance. I don't know what his chance is to like resist guaranteed crits. I know it can happen though. I think it's a pretty low chance, and in order for him to have survived that L1 and killed me, he would have had to, I believe he would have had to prevent all 4 crits, because I think 3 non-crits and 1 crit still kills him there. But anyways, now we're going to be boosting up real big, 30% boosts. And now we have this Moleman. This is on path 2. They did not place anyone on the first node, which is the one with the passive disorient. And then right there, I have no idea what happened, and I feel like I'm countering instantly. I think the issue is just that with Moleman, you really shouldn't phase more than 1 hit, because I don't think I was late. I genuinely don't think I was late. I think it just has to do with like unique animations. But either way, I did get hit, right? Did I get hit in that fight? I actually don't remember. I think I got hit. Or maybe I didn't get hit. Did I get hit in that fight? Now I'm confused. No, I didn't get hit. I took recoil and some block damage. Oh, okay. I totally thought I got hit in that fight. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. I might have taken 1 hit. I don't remember. This was not even that long ago, too. This was like 4 hours ago. But, no, it was not 4 hours ago. It was like 3 hours ago. But, anyways. Actually, wait. I don't know how long ago it was. I think it was at like 8 this morning, so it was 5 hours ago. But it doesn't matter. And this is a rank 3 6-star Ultron on the stun reflection node. So basically the strat is to just phase a lot of hits. And right there, I genuinely think, like I looked back at the timing, I genuinely do not think I was late on that counter. I just think that there's like an issue of countering champions after their 3rd hit. Usually I've never had an issue with it, but obviously today I do. And I actually got parried, which was just so weird. I have no idea how. I don't think I was late. I looked back at it. I might have been late, but I just don't see it. Like usually when I look at the clips, I'm like, yeah, I was late. But no, I just think this has to do with unique animations in this case. But anyways, he's almost dead. I threw 1 L2, it got me back to 1.5 bars of power. And the only way that we're gaining power in this fight and health is through phasing. So there we go. He drops in just over 50 seconds. So obviously not a perfect fight since I got parried, but it wasn't that bad. And then I actually had Leto here, who had these white mags, and he was going to drop the white mags pre-fights for 2 of my fights. Turns out it is completely irrelevant because of the way that this Spider-Ham fight went, but it actually did help me on the boss. Now, if this Spider-Ham just goes absolutely horrible with his AI, he throws his SP1 the second he has it, and he doesn't hit into my phase, you definitely need white mags to be safe to counter Limber and Brute Force, because like if you can't get phase openings, you're just fucked. But in this fight, because of his AI, it didn't end up mattering, and I did just tell him that I was using 1 special 1 boost to carry me over from this fight into the next one, so that I would need him to be ready, which was not a problem. He was ready. And then right here, I'm going to throw my first L2, and I get back to like 1.8 bars, and this is the chance he had to screw me over, but he didn't do it. He did not throw his special, so he was very nice about that. I throw another L2, does not quite get him to an L. L2, and then I just eat the recoil damage, and I end the fight with an L1, which is, I believe, the same thing that happened in the Doom fight, just because I didn't want him to throw any specials. So if I had phased rather than blocking, he probably would have thrown the L1. And then Lado goes in right in here. He was ready, and he dropped the White Knight pre-fight on this Domino boss. So this is a rank 3 6-star Domino boss with the Untouchables Global. And they actually did place Mojo on Hazard Shift, who we also used Ghost for, but Backup took that fight, so it was able to be left up for me. I'm sure I could have done this fight without it, but it was just much easier with it. So the strategies here is pretty simple. With an L1 boost, you're just going to take a lot of the hits into the phase to start. And then right here, my passive cruelty fails. So I did phase, but now we're going to go for 4 hits. And look at that, 0 debuffs, but we still got to throw the L2 because I don't have enough, or because I had too much power to risk doing that again. And then on the first L1, she actually does not get her lucky. And it's not like a super high chance, so I'm not surprised. But yeah, and then right here I try to counter the L1 and she dexes it. It's hard to say if it was possible for me to get parried there. It might have been, but I definitely would have survived. And then right here I went to 2.9 bars. Like even if she comboed me, I would have survived. And then here was at 2.9 bars, and that phase actually right there when I was trying to throw my L2 sent me to an L3, so which basically just extended the fight by about 5 seconds. So there's not really it's not really a huge deal. And 27-0, and that boss goes down in well under a minute. So that is going to be it. I hope you guys enjoyed the war video. We actually did end up losing this war with a score of 27-11. We died 27 times, but my battle group only died 4 times, and their battle group 1 died 6 times against us. So we did win our battle group, but unfortunately, between the other 2 battle groups, they died 23 times, which is just a little unfortunate. I don't know if that's all lost attack bonus. I didn't look into that, but some of it might not have been. Some of it might have been extra deaths to one node. But anyways, we are now 1-1 after winning War 1 against GRE. So our death total is still at 0. Have yet to die this season. PSR is at 16 out of 16, averaging 8 fights war. And our death streak is at 36. So that is all, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.